Welcome back to In Ohio Country today, and with me is Brad Heckathorn, Regional Manager for Hudson Crop, covering several states, in Ohio being one of them. And Brad's with us today. We want to talk a little bit about the updates with crop insurance and what's going on in the scheme. But first, Brad, give us a little bit of background on you and where you're from and some of your background.
Okay, thank you. Alan, yeah, I'm from Northwest Ohio in a town called Kenton, Ohio. We farm there in Wyandotte, Hardin County. Fifth generation farmers, been really involved in the financial aspect of agriculture through banking for 15 years and then got into the insurance world here not that long ago, full time. And I cover all of Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, Kentucky, Tennessee. It is definitely a wide territory. Did see a lot of vast array of crop conditions this past year. Kept me pretty busy.
Well, talking of crop conditions, last year here, especially in the northern half of Ohio, it was definitely challenging.
It really was. A lot of excessive rains, happened in the month of June and July. Really caused some concern for a lot of the policyholders in northern Ohio and northern Indiana. Had a lot of claim situations. The crop itself was planted timely. Had a good start, but then once it rained, it didn't stop. In some areas, 36 out of 42 days straight. Just didn't give that plant time enough to really get a good start. Affected the corn yields a lot, dramatically across all of that region. Bean yields not so much, but we did experience a lot of claims in those two big areas. And quite frankly, in the United States, that was about probably the area where we had the most concern was northern Indiana and northern Ohio.
Well, crop insurance has been around a long time, and it's very important for risk management in agriculture. We use it on our farm, and I know you use it on your farm and your farming operation as well. And so every year, there are changes to the crop insurance program. While 2016 didn't have a huge number of those, there are a few things.
Absolutely. Probably the biggest one that is a topic in a lot of the discussions of farmers' meetings like the ones that we held here today is a new product called Whole Farm Revenue Protection. And in general, what it allows a farmer to do is to ensure the gross income of his operation, wherever that comes from, whether it be from livestock or from the row crops to even some of the commodities like hay sales and straw sales. So whatever makes up that operation's income, we can put a policy against it.
Yeah, that whole farm revenue really has a lot of attractiveness, especially in this part of the country where we're at, because we do have a lot of diversified agriculture. I mean, while there's a lot of corn, soybeans, and wheat grown here, we really do have a lot of diversity.
Absolutely. And speaking of diversity, the program itself, if you look at the amount of commodities that start with A in alfalfa all the way down to Z in zucchinis, and there are a lot of commodities in between. Your salad bowl crops, your veggie crops, melons, guys that might have watermelon pumpkins as an operation. May not be their main source of income, but it is part of that number I was speaking of earlier. We do see that it fits a lot of operations, even in row country here, with corn, beans, wheat, for example. But it gives another option to the farmers out there, the insureds, to maybe receive more blanket income, more protection for less premium dollars.
Well, when we sit down and we talk about risk management, because that's really what the business that I'm in and you're in. There's a lot of options for farmers. We talk about the whole farm, and there are also a whole array of private products as well.
Absolutely. The number one option for a lot of the farmers in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and all across the country is these added price options. A lot of companies, a lot of AIPs do carry these products. But it gives the farmers and the insurance holders, the policy holders, more options to price their policy, in essence. The added price option is becoming very popular in the last 3 or 4 years. We have a product called Price Flex and added price coverage, and it allows a farmer to not only buy a possibility to increase their guarantee. We have an option that they can literally buy additional guarantee onto their policy. And I think this year especially, Alan, it's very important for producers to look at their bottom line, because I don't see a whole lot of profit in this year's projections. And with that being said, a farmer or a producer that's looking at protecting as much as he can should take a look at some of these private products.
Yeah, so not only we talk about the pricing products, but we also have the hail products and those kind of things as well.
Multi-peril crop insurance is about a $110 billion industry, and 70 to 80% of the farmers across the country do carry some type of multi-peril. The other options they have besides private products are the hail products, and it's going to hail somewhere in Auglaize or Allen, Shelby County, or anywhere across the region, somewhere, sometime. And there's protection for that. Wind sometimes is a concern. There's green snap, and there's wind coverage, and there's lodging and extra harvest expense, and so we do protect that entire operation, that crop, from the little bitty plants all the way up to prior to harvest. And there's a lot of options, I think, that an agency like yourself that explain the different options to these farmers, there's a lot of value in considering them.
Well, Brad, we've talked, about a lot of different products at a very high level. But if somebody wanted to find out more information, where could they go?
Well, absolutely. I work with high quality agencies like yourself and Davis Insurance Agency. HudsonCrop.com is our main website page, and certainly for all your information on all the multi-peril crop insurance options as well as private products, hail options, check out www.HudsonCrop.com or any of the AIPs out there, certainly for a general overview of what's available for the 2016 crop year.
Brad, thanks for being with us.
I appreciate it, Alan. Thank you.
We'll be back with more right after this.